So last time when we met at Metal Days, you told me that you're very looking forward to the show in Japan and China. Now it's already part of the past. How was it?
It was crazy. I've never personally been to Asia before, so it was my first meeting with that culture, and I loved it. The audience was great, the fans were great, the hospitality was awesome. So yeah, we were really happy about it.
Are there any differences between the Asian fans and the European fans?
Hard to tell. No, in Japan they were really, going wild and crazy, and in Taiwan they were a little bit more calm. But no, it kind of depends on what city you are in Europe too. Europe can be crazy too.
Did you also have some time for sightseeing there?
We had a couple of hours in Japan, not too many, but we tried to see as much as possible. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to, try the blowfish dive meeting, but had a lot of sushi.
Okay, and which places did you visit?
The tourist places, in the middle of the century with all the big stores, technological, science and all that.
Let's talk a bit about Dark Funeral and Grá. Is it spelled richtig, right? Grá? Okay. How did the fact of joining Dark Funeral change your life?
Well, I'm way more busy now. Of course, I don't do normal daytime jobs anymore. I don't have time because we're out doing 26 dates now. So I'm really busy, and I'm trying to be as active in the band as possible, not just go on stage and sing, but try to learn about everything in the background and the business side of things also. So it changed my life quite a lot.
Did it also affect your work with Grá?
No, I don't think so. Because when there are calm parts with Dark Funeral, calm weeks where we have no tours and everyone's doing their own thing, I'm a workaholic, so I dive directly into Grá and start continuing working there. And the guys from Grá, the drummer especially, has other bands too that he's touring with. So when we meet up and we have the time, we push that forward also.
I saw that you completely recorded, mixed and mastered the whole Grá record last time. Is it true?
Yeah, I've done that with all the releases.
Okay. Regarding Dark Funeral and Grá, do you see any parallels between those bands, except the fact that you're a member of both?
Well, I don't know. Dark Funeral is a 90s band, and I come from the 90s too, and I love 90s black metal, and Grá plays 90s black metal too, I think, but a bit different. So yeah, they both fit in my personal tastes, different spectrums of the same genre. They're not, doesn't sound the same at all, but I like both. So
we saw on the last record of Grá, there were some titles and also the lyrics in Swedish and some in English. Is there any reason for that?
Some things are easier to say in Swedish. It's my mother's tongue. It's my language, so I like to write in Swedish, and I also write some poetry sometimes, usually in Swedish, and some other songs just fits better in English, but most of the times I have written the lyrics in Swedish and then translated them to see which fits best to the music, which gives me the best feeling. So usually the Swedish version is better, but for some songs, English is what is right for that particular song. We also have one song in Icelandic. My friend Einar, he was in the Sakalta before, also in Fortid. He wrote the lyrics for one of the tracks on the new Grá album in Icelandic, and he's also the one singing it. Okay. So we're not afraid to try different languages.
So you like to mix it up?
Yeah, and also we have a version of one song in Finnish as well. Did that especially for a couple of gigs we did in Finland. So I had a friend of mine translate it, and I learned it, relearned my own song, but in Finnish, and we played it there in Finnish.
You were also on tour with Grá in September.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
How was it to be on tour with that?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I mean, the turn up on all the shows were great. Every venue holder didn't expect it to be that much. I mean, Grá is a small band, but yeah, we had a great audiences. Some people went crazy and seemed to like us a lot. So.
If you ever think about touring together in Dark Funeral?
No, that would be impossible because I couldn't do 2 shows every night. Okay. My body wouldn't like it very much. No. Okay. No, and it would feel kind of schizophrenic too, you know, because there are differences in the music. I would feel like I have to split myself after doing the first show, and then I have to split myself completely and, you know, do another. No, it's not possible. I've been asked to do same festivals when we have been booked with Dark Funeral, they've asked for Grá tour, and I've said no, I can't do it because I need to separate them a bit more.
Good. Let's talk about some general issues and about your group in person. Mm-hmm. I already asked you at my events where your Heljarmadr comes from. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us again?
Yeah, it's Icelandic or Old Norse. It means a man belonging to hell, or Hel, which is the Scandinavian version of it. A person belonging to the goddess down there.
So I already know that you believe that black metal is also a lifestyle. So like Satanism is a part of it. Yeah. A big part of it. Was there any experience or any happenings in that?
No. I mean, since I was a kid, I've been drawn to, you know, bizarre things, horror movies, you know, all the kind of slasher stuff, and the darkness, the dark side of mankind, of humanity. Because in nature, there is no dark or light. It's just things are. Man-made morals, and I don't really like morals.
Okay. How much does religion mean to you?
Religion can go fuck itself, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. I mean, I think there's a big difference between spirituality and religion. When you start calling it religion, you have this one person that dictates what is the truth and what's not, and the other ones are just there to follow, like sheep. So, no, I don't even like the word religion because it's... Yeah, exactly. And religion, then you start going to politics, and yeah, just have a look at the world.
Most of people are criticized for that. For version and for believing in that. Can you understand that?
Well, I think opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and most of them stink, so I don't really care what other people think. I stick to my own. I try to keep my own personal beliefs for myself, because you need thousands of books to, you know, even start explaining. So each to their own, I guess. Yeah, of course, but the same thing there. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone got one. They all stink. So I don't care at all. People can think what the fuck they want. I mean, people listen to Slager for fuck's sake.
If someone would ask you to describe your version with only 3 words, which would you use?
Oh, I don't like to describe myself. That's the reporter's job, isn't it? I just am. Yeah, other people can describe me if they feel I need to.
Okay. Well, yeah. That was all from us. Mm-hmm. Before we end the interview, would you like to ask you what comes next for you regarding Dark Funeral, regarding film?
Well, we just started this European tour, so we have, after tonight, we have 24 more dates, and then we go back home for a while, and then we have another couple of shows booked in December, and the shows are coming in. And in between, I'm gonna work with Grá, and I think when I come back from this tour, we're gonna do a new single for Grá, two tracks. So that's the next stop for Grá as well.
Okay. So, we'll give away for our listeners.
Right.
And I want you just draw anything that comes to your mind.
All right.
It doesn't matter what it is. You can just draw whatever comes to your mind. Or you sign it.
Well, I'm a musician. I suck at drawing. Whenever I need some layout or anything, it looks like a 3-year-old like painted it. Yeah, I want this guy here, legs like this, and but usually quite well, and they make a way better job than I could ever do. No, I guess not. Oh fuck.